Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. So today I'm here with another video, and today I want to talk about comfortable, being comfortable, and comfortability, and everything. I wrote down some definitions of the word comfort and comfortable, and after I read the definitions, I'll try to explain my way of being comfortable and everything. Okay, so for the first, we have comfortable, which is an adjective. One is providing physical ease and relaxation. And in parentheses, we have especially of clothes and furnishings. Number two is as large as needed or wanted. So an example they used was a comfortable income. Is also comfortable is also used as a noun. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you can't believe everything that Google says, but it says it's a U.S. dialect, and it's a warm quilt. Now, I know I say comforter when I'm talking about a warm quilt, but they got it underneath the definition of comfortable. Okay, so comfortability, like I didn't really find a definition for comfortability. That's not to say that it's not really a word, and you know how people get when they're like, "Oh, y'all just making up stuff," whatever. But it says a comfortability, a level of comfort, or a level to which something is comfortable. Then also I have the definition of comfort, which is a noun. Um, First is a noun. The first definition, it says a state of physical ease and freedom from pain and constraints. Number two, the easing or alleviation of a person's feelings of grief or distress. And then they also have it as a verb that says ease the grief or distress of and or console. So to comfort somebody is to console them, to ease them from stress. Like when somebody is going through something, you go, oh, I hope you're okay, or sorry for your loss, or if there's anything I can do, you rub them on the back, you give them a hug, might give them a kiss on the cheek. If you love them, give them a kiss on the lips. Something to ease the stress or help with grieving or something. Comfort is a sense of peace, or comfortability is a sense of peace. And the reason why I wanted to make the video today about comfort and comfortability is because that's something that helps, or it should help people get from, I'll just say, point A to point B. Like, for instance, okay, last night I made a video about my face and how I've become uncomfortable with hair on my face because of the bumps and stuff that I get on my face. Now, that is a real reason as to why I decide to shave my face more often than in the past, because I the reason why I do it now is because I am uncomfortable with who I was in the past. And in the past, when I had my depressing moments or my downtime, like, this is what I would do. I would go and I would just be me, didn't care. I still don't care. Didn't want to care. Still don't want to care about what nobody say about me or what nobody think about me. Because at the end of the day, my hair is me. And I had to get comfortable with the fact that I grow hair all on my face as a woman in order to deal with who I am or who I was. Like, right now, I can say that me allowing myself to grow hair on my face it ain't really opened my eyes, but it opened my eyes to a lot. Well, not a lot, but to some things. Like, this is me, and I understand that I'm trying to change my life and I'm trying to live a more productive life. And I understand that when I get sad and upset, I can't always go back to how I'm comfortable. Like, when I get sad and upset, I'm comfortable looking like this because it brings peace to me. You know, some people, like I say, people look at you and they be like, ugh, shave your face. What if I don't want to? I'm comfortable like this. You know, you have to be comfortable with seeing other people walk around with hair on their face. Now, the real reason I made this video is not about my face, but more so about my job. Like I said last night, I left work early because I started to get uncomfortable. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable with working, period, but I know the reason why I need to work. The reason I have to work is to survive. A book I'm reading is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And if you haven't read that book, if you never heard that book, you should go check it out because it opens your mind to a lot of things. And reading that book, I only got up to the third chapter because I just started it, but it it made me realize that even though I live a poor dad lifestyle, I have a rich dad mentality. Like some of the stuff that I've read in that book is like, wow, like that's really why I think like that, or that's or not even that's why, but I've already been thinking like that, and now I can figure out how to put it so that it can come, like my life can be a little bit more comfortable than what it is now. Like I have panic attacks, and last night I felt myself about to have a panic attack at work because it's not necessarily working that's making me comfortable. I realize it's the building that I'm in that's making me uncomfortable. It's like me, I pick up on a lot of people's energy. Like I'm very intuitive. Like I read everything. I could read a room if I really tried. Like, and even if I don't want to, I can still pick up on your energy, whether you in a good mood, a bad mood, or not. Like a lot of people think I be lying or I be joking when I say that I know when somebody don't like me. I do know because your energy, the energy you give all towards me, it affects me, and not always in a bad way. Like I'm very sensitive. Yes, I'm very sensitive, and I cry about everything, but I try not to let a lot of people see me cry. Like when people energy bother me, I try to walk away and they don't understand why. So to them it looks like I'm being mean or hateful or whatever. But in reality it's just I know that the more and more I stay around something that I'm not comfortable with, it's just gonna make me spiral into this ball of anger that I'm slowly trying to ease out. Um when like it wasn't bad yesterday, but I know I needed to leave. Like I knew that the longer I stayed, the more and more uncomfortable I was going to be. So to ease my pain and ease my stress, to make myself comfortable again, I left work. And when I left work, I realized like I'm not gonna say I wasn't supposed to be there today, but I know the people use my work ethic and people use my abilities and my energy against me, whether it's good, whether it's bad or not. Like at work I'm always asking, can we do this or can we do that, can we do this and can we do that, and it's always yeah, we'll get it, and then when they need it they're like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do? I've been asking for that months now, like days, weeks. Like now all of a sudden y'all forced to do everything. But when y'all was comfortable to do everything, you didn't want to do it. But now that you're forced, you have to make other people uncomfortable to make yourself comfortable again. And it's like, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. For real, I really do. But what I'm not comfortable with what I'm not comfortable with is these bumps on my face. What I'm not comfortable with is with somebody forcing me to do something that I don't want to do. You know, and forcing me to go to work, that's my choice. Like they say in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, going to work is being in a rat race. And once I read that, it popped in my head like a light just went off. Like, yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's like you get up every day. Me, prime example, me. All I do is work, and come home and go to sleep. Like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke weed, and that's all I do. I work, I come home, I smoke, and I sleep. I was doing better with my eating, but once I get comfortable with something, it's like I tend to deteriorate or shy away from my journey or my path. So it's like right now I'm trying to force myself to get uncomfortable with going to work every day. Like when I first moved to where I'm at now, which I live in Ohio. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. But when I moved to Ohio, it was because I needed a different type of environment to be around. It's because I needed to continue to find what I was looking for, and that was me being happy and me being content. So once I found that, I got comfortable with having it, and I didn't necessarily fall off, and I damn sure ain't been back down, to rock bottom, but I do realize that when I do get comfortable and in a repetitive situation that I can handle, things don't always go or don't always continue to go correct, I guess. It's like sometimes being comfortable is good, but sometimes being comfortable isn't good. Like I was talking to somebody I work with, and he was asking me different stuff, as to, well, he wasn't really asking me, but he was telling me different stuff about his parents and how his parents marriage is set up. Like I'm not gonna go into details, but he was talking about, how over the years he watched his parents and how he didn't want to live the life his parents lived. And most people, most children at a young age realize that no, I don't want to live the life my mom lived. I don't want to live the life my dad lived. Like I don't want to live the life my grandma lived. Like you certain sometimes you pick up on that stuff at a young age, and over the years you live your life trying to avoid the avoid other people's comfort. You try to avoid what other people find comfortable to find your own comfortability within yourself. And so I was telling him, I was like, when people get comfortable with stuff, they don't know how to continue to grow. They don't know how to move forward because they get stuck in a position and they get stuck somewhere where they know. It's like I was telling I was telling him that his parents found a way to be comfortable with each other to live a long life together. They found a way to have that good balance so that way they can continue what they was taught, whether they liked it or not, whether they was comfortable with it or not. They found a way to make it work and make it comfortable for each other. And he was like, yeah, that makes sense. And he was telling me about him and his wife, and I started talking. He was like, ha ha ha, we just got comfortable. It's cute. Like, yeah, like what a lot of people don't realize is sometimes even if you've been married 10, 20, 30 years, you you do take the time to sit down and you do take the time to question what have I been doing these past couple of years. And a lot of people, in my personal opinion, break up with other people or distance themselves from other people because of the level of comfort or comfortability that they have between each other. Some people, you look at relationships, you be like, dang, how they end up being together so long? How do they make it work? Because they're comfortable together. Because they know how to make it work. Like when men out here cheating or women out here cheating, it's because they're uncomfortable with who they decided to make their main person. So instead of walking away, they just, oh, I'm going to comfort myself and I'm going to ease my grief and my stress and I'm going to go find somebody else. I'm going to come back home to you because I'm comfortable laying in the bed with you. I'm comfortable with you giving me everything you got. I'm comfortable with what you're giving me. What I'm not comfortable with is settling. And a lot of people choose not to settle just to say they got something good, just to say that, oh, I know he gonna treat me right. No, and then too, it's in some people's nature to cheat, but we're not talking about that today. It's all about your level of comfort with yourself and other people. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not comfortable with people at work, because there are people there that I am comfortable with. It's just the whole aura, the whole atmosphere, like, that's what I'm starting to lose comfort with. It's not the fact that I have to work to survive to pay bills, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. There's always a way around beating around the bush, you know? So, like, what is comfort? You know, should I be comfortable with forcing myself to stay somewhere that I'm not really comfortable? Like, should I take my uncomfortability or my uncomfortness and move to another job that's just gonna make me just as uncomfortable? No, like, what I will decide to do to make myself comfortable or continue my comfort is, I'm gonna keep my job. Yes, I'm gonna keep it until I get to a point where where I can get to a point where I can quit it, and I'll deal with it. Like, last night, it was hard. I left because I was upset, and I needed to cry, so that's why I left. Like, it's been a while. I needed to cry, and I know if I had stayed, I would have been boohooing at work. So I left to ease my stress, to be comfortable. Like, I had enough time to comfortably cover my missed time, so I was comfortable enough to tell my manager I'm going home at break. Like, we supposed to give a 1 hour notice, but they know me. They know I don't care, and I can't say that's a good way to be at work, but I'm comfortable like that. I'm comfortable with the IDGAF mindset. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't. Anyway, if you ask anybody, nothing, she don't care. I don't care. I say what I want, when I want, how I want. I'm still waiting on somebody to curse me out, for real. Like, all jokes aside, yeah, I ain't the best person. I'm not the best person in the world. I don't try to be, but I can be, or I would like to be. Some people think I am. A lot of people are comfortable with me. A lot of people are comfortable with me talking to them, giving them advice. Like, I'm comfortable accepting advice. I'm comfortable living my life. What I'm not comfortable with is being taken advantage of. And I feel like my job is taking advantage of my work ethic and my abilities. And how I'm going to get my comfort back is, one other thing before I go. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is why I'm starting to feel uncomfortable more and more with my job. I've been uncomfortable with my job. I've been uncomfortable working. A lot of people tell me get an at-home job. I'm still going to be uncomfortable with it, because at the end of the day, I'm making somebody else rich. I'm making somebody else comfortable with their situation when I'm not. So it's not about, like I said, it's not about the job. It's not about working. It's just me. It's who I am and how I live my life. Like, the energy that I pick up on is something. But anyway, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The important lesson number 1. The first lesson, and the real reason why I went home last night, it says, when you're working, take your emotions out of the job. I can't say I've been struggling with it, but it has been pushing me forward to get to the next level. I can already say I feel like I'm on the next level. Like, what I'm going through is called transition. I'm transitioning from the old me to the new me more and more. So it said, since I've been reading that book, first chapter, take your emotions out the job. And that's all I've been trying to do. And ever since I've been doing that, like I said, it's been opening up my mind. Like, I'm already a visionary. Like, I already see things, but reading that book is making me see more and more. Like, I don't want to say this book is testing my comfortability, but I believe that it is. Now that I sit here and think about it, I believe that it is. I believe that because I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to quit my job. I'm going to quit my job. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week. But maybe in a year or two. Anyway. And it's like, maybe this book, hey, if the book touches on comfortability, when I get to it, trust me, I'm going to talk about it. Maybe. Anyway. But Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Look at my teddy bear. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yep, I'm sitting on the floor. Can you see it? I looked up when I got this book. I've been pushing off for probably a year or two now to get this book. And one day I went in the store and they said, oh, it's time to read. I need to read. So I went over in the book section and I found this book. I picked it up and I got it. And I'm glad I got it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Being comfortable. Comfortability and everything. Check it out. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I hope you are comfortable today because I was so comfortable making this video. I don't think I'm going to hold you no longer. I want to keep going. I want to talk some more about my face, but we're going to let that go. Again, today, November 9th. No Shave November. I'm here. Women with hair, I'm here.